Now at 5 a.m. on WKYT this morning, investigators out of Anderson County say they have 5 of the 6 people wanted in connection with a murder now in custody.
The family of a fallen Jessamine County paramedic is back in the bluegrass after a special trip to Washington, D.C., where they were able to honor their loved one with a special memorial.
And in Laurel County, there's a meeting scheduled for tonight to help those give others a second chance of their own. Those stories and more coming up on WKYT this morning.
This is WKYT This Morning.
Good Monday morning to you. I hope you had a great weekend. I'm Michelle Chamberlain.
I'm Bill Bryant. It was certainly easy to enjoy yesterday's weather. I mean, it was just fabulous all day long, really. And we get another one, maybe even warmer weather. Micah, we have had so much rain in the month of May that this is a nice switch.
Yeah, it's a big-time switch, absolutely. And what you're going to see, once you finally get rid of that rain, you can finally get some heat to creep on in here. We haven't really felt the heat in the past several months. So, yeah, it's really going to start to crank up as we get in through the next few days. Defender radar network, nothing going on. 40s and 50s outside. Early this morning, it's a bit of a cool start. And then we hit the afternoon, 77, extremely pleasant. What you felt yesterday is what you're going to be feeling and seeing today. The focus of the forecast is not about these storms moving in once we hit mid and late week. It's not a lot of rain out of that. The focus is the heat. And it's really going to ramp up as we travel off through your work week. I'm going to talk all about that and show you how high we go coming up.
All right, thank you.
Today, a man charged with the murder of his girlfriend will head to court.
47-year-old William Pomeroy turned himself in to police on Friday after his girlfriend's body was found at their home. WKYT's Mark Barber is at our live desk with the details on the case. Mark?
This morning we've been searching through these court documents that we picked up at the courthouse, and they have new information about the charges that William Pomeroy is facing. According to the court documents, the 45-year-old hid and removed evidence from investigators after he killed his girlfriend Friday morning. Pomeroy was charged with tampering with physical evidence and murder when he turned himself in that night. Police say they found the body of his 43-year-old girlfriend in the backyard of their home on Pinckney Drive. Amy Kogel had been shot to death. She was the mother of Pomeroy's children. She was also the leader of 2 Girl Scout troops. While it is still unclear this morning why she was killed, police have labeled her death as an act of domestic violence. In 8 hours, Pomeroy will answer to his charges of murder and tampering with physical evidence. He'll stand before a judge for the first time in the case at 1 o'clock this afternoon. From the live desk, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Thank you, Mark. Investigators out of Anderson County say they have 5 of the 6 people wanted in connection with a murder in custody. 27-year-old Jordan Jackson was arrested here in Lexington yesterday afternoon. Police say Jackson faces murder charges in connection with the October death of 18-year-old DeMichael Bolton. Last week, Kendall Berry, Kenneth Berry, William Edwards, and Antone James were all charged with murder. Those 4 were already behind bars. According to court records, each had a criminal history with drugs, including Jackson. Police are still searching for the 6th person in connection with the murder.
And this morning, 4 Kentucky officers who died in the line of duty will be added to the Kentucky Law Enforcement Memorial.
That's right. Their family, friends, and fellow officers will all be at today's ceremony, including Governor Matt Bevin. WKYT's Mike Byer is live in Richmond, looking ahead to today's ceremony. Mike?
Good morning, Michelle. I'm on the campus of Eastern Kentucky University, where this morning the names of 9 Kentucky police officers who lost their lives in the line of duty will be added to the Kentucky Law Enforcement Memorial. Now, 4 of those 9 officers were lost last year alone. Those names to be added are Richmond police officer Daniel Ellis, Nicholasville police officer Burke Rhodes, and Kentucky State Troopers Joseph Ponder and Eric Chrisman. Additionally, the ceremony will recognize 5 Kentucky officers killed in the line of duty between 1893 and 2013, but whose names were not added to the National Memorial until recently. Those names to be added this morning are Georgetown Police Officer George James, Harrodsburg Police Officer John Russell, Hazard Police Officers Rory Drawn and Alfred Holland, and Kentucky State Trooper Anson Blake Tribby. Now, Governor Matt Bevin will deliver the keynote address this morning, a morning that is sure to be filled with plenty of emotion. Now, the ceremony is scheduled to start at 11 a.m. right here at the Kentucky Department of Criminal Justice Training. And after all these names are added, when it's all said and done after this morning, it will be bumped up to 234 or 534 names will be on the Law Enforcement Memorial. So Should be an emotional morning here on Eastern Kentucky University's campus. Live in Richmond, Mike Byer, WKYT.
All right, Mike, thank you very much. The family of a fallen Jessamine County paramedic is back in the Bluegrass after a special trip to Washington, D.C. John Mackey was one of 32 EMS workers honored in our nation's capital over the weekend. Nicholasville police say back in November, a car clipped the ambulance that Mackey was in, and when he got out to check the ambulance, a driver hit him. Organizers added Mackey's name to a golden leaf, and they put it on the National EMS Memorial Tree of Life.
It was nice to see EMS nationally recognized for the job that they love, the sacrifices they make for family, friends, to help others. So, you know, it was hard. It was a hard week for not just our family, but the other 31 families.
During the ceremony, Mackey's family received a U.S. flag, a white rose, and a medallion.
In Wayne County this morning, another man is behind bars in connection to a string of burglaries. Deputies arrested Frankie Higginbotham Saturday night. They say he was a passenger in a car that stopped on Kentucky 92. Deputies believe Higginbotham is the third person responsible for several burglaries. They also arrested the other two, Shane Savage and Timothy Brown, over the weekend. Investigators in Montgomery County are looking for a thief. Mount Sterling police say this man was involved in a theft at Walmart. They say he left in a white box-style Grand Cherokee with a UK license plate.
Deputies in Laurel County arrested a man over the weekend who they say was hiding drugs in his child's room. Deputies found a half-pound of crystal meth and more than $1,000 inside Dustin Higginbotham's room in London. They say they found the drugs near the spot where his 8-year-old was sleeping. Higginbotham is charged with wanton endangerment at this point. The child is now with his grandparents. In Boyle County, 2 men are facing charges after deputies found several ounces of meth in a car. They arrested Zane Mitchell and Mark Powell. Both are from Powell County. We're also told a deputy's canine found 10.5 ounces of crystal meth in their car. They also found $4,000 in cash, some pills, and a rifle. They are charged with trafficking in a controlled substance.
In Laurel County, there's a meeting scheduled for tonight to help give others a second chance. A group of pastors is reopening the doors of a Christian homeless shelter in London. The shelter originally opened in 2007, but closed in the fall of 2015. Now, the pastors bought the building at an auction, and they want to get back to helping the homeless in the area.
We see people that unfortunately have lost jobs, uncertain circumstances in life have knocked them down, and many people just pretend like they're not there, and we see it.
The group is meeting tonight at 6:30 at the River of Life Fellowship in London, and they're inviting the public to attend. It's always great to give someone a second chance.
You got it, and that group trying to help others do better. And WKYT This Morning is just getting started on your Monday. It's the 23rd of April. Hey, we're glad you're with us. We have a lot more news coming right up.
When a company spends $1 billion on a new factory, you expect it to be big, right? Especially when that factory makes planes. A closer look at Boeing's newest facility ahead on WKYT This Morning.
If the Mondays have you down, keep your eyes on the ground. It's National Lucky Penny Day. And we'll have more on that after Micah's forecast.
Luck is in the air for us, that is for sure. We're warming up, we're drying out. Look at these temperatures showing up during midweek. We even have higher temperatures than that. I'm going to show you that in your forecast coming up next.
Now, your zone-by-zone forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
40s and 50s this morning. It's a bit of a cool start as you walk out the door. I don't think you'll need a coat, but nonetheless, as we get into the afternoon, it really ramps up. And that's what we're going to be focusing in on as we travel off into your afternoons and really the next several days. Not just a few days, but several days. Now, we reached 77 degrees yesterday out at the Bluegrass Airport. We're going to do it again today, right around it for most locations. Mostly sunny skies. You have no worries whatsoever. Yesterday, it was beautiful for about 90% of us. But as we talked about on last Friday, on Sunday, there was still a small chance of rain back toward far eastern Kentucky, and we had that yesterday. But you know what? Today, it's fully dry for everybody. So this is one of those dry days that you can just get out and about and knock out any plans you weren't able to. Prestonsburg got a shower, thunderstorms sparking up yesterday, and so did Pikeville. But for the most part, we stayed dry, and we're going to do it again today. We'll stay dry again today and for tomorrow, too. Is that pattern in the next 48 hours? I just don't see it changing anytime soon. Actually, it looks and feels really, really nice. And then the 80s creep in here once we travel off into your day tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all throughout my 7-day forecast. You're talking about really warm conditions. Yes, we'll have a couple of rumbles of thunder during midweek and off towards your late work week. But the fact is, most of that is going to be kind of your summertime setup where they'll pop up here and there. We'll get a front moving a little bit closer, and that'll give us a few showers, a few rumbles of thunder, but not today nor tomorrow. Check this out. The last time we actually had temperatures back-to-back, or not so much temperatures, but last time we had back-to-back days where it was dry, fully dry, was back in April. I mean, you got to go almost a month ago, 24th through 25th, and the last time we had 3 consecutive days of dry days was actually April 23rd, 24th, and 25th. I mean, you got to go way back. That's a long month that we've had of some rain here in May. And you know what? We're going to get those dry days today and tomorrow. So yesterday was almost completely dry, except for the far east. Today will be fully dry. Tomorrow looks really, really good, right around 82 degrees. And so we're going to start seeing those temperatures rise and rise as we go throughout your work week. Yes, when I say don't look at the icons, we have to put that in there, obviously, because we have the chance of rain. But when you look at that, you think, man, here we go in that wet pattern again. But you're not going to get that wet pattern. You will get some showers and thunderstorms. These are no washouts. These are no great chances of rain. They're 30–40%. And that's about it. It's really about the temperatures next several days, guys. As I was talking about earlier this morning, 77 degrees is still above average. We're talking about 4 to 5 degrees above average, but that's our coolest temperature in the forecast by far. We're talking 80s all the way through Sunday, and not just 80s. You saw that 87 degree. Could we see a 90? I mean, it's possible. It all depends on the rain and the cloud cover, but yeah.
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
Well,
I think it's a good week when it's
feel more like it, yeah, the time of the year it really is. I think I said April earlier, didn't I? It's what it's felt like, right?
Yeah, just showers all the time. You're right about that.
Yeah, May 23rd, our date. It's 5:15, the time on WKYT. Don't let a case of the Mondays get you down today. Just look out for little things that could brighten your day, like a lucky penny. Today, May 23rd, is National Lucky Penny Day, and you know the saying, find a penny, pick it up. For the rest of the day, you'll have good luck.
And a fact about pennies, the first were made out of copper back in 1793. Now, we don't know who started celebrating pennies on this day, but if you're in need of some good luck today, keep your eyes peeled for any pennies. And I thought you weren't supposed to pick them up unless they were on heads.
Well,
right?
There you go. That's supposed to be the best luck, I think.
I actually picked up a penny on heads yesterday. Does that count?
Well, maybe you're just a little early.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll work for
I have a lucky day ahead of me, right?
5:15, our time on WKYT this morning. Hope you have a lucky day and a nice one ahead, and more news is coming right up.
Yeah, when we come back, speaking of pennies, we'll have a look at your money.
Some tech companies have all the cash, and Fannie Mae wants to see more from borrowers. I'm Marley Hall, and I'll have those stories and more coming up in your CBS Money Watch report.
Good morning. Welcome back in. WKYT this morning on the air. It's 5:19. It's Monday morning. Hope you had a great weekend. We had wonderful weather yesterday to enjoy. Some factors in getting a home loan are changing.
And Boeing has opened up a massive new facility. Marley Hall has the latest on your money.
A new report finds a third of all corporate cash holdings are owned by just 5 tech companies. According to data compiled by Moody's Investor Service, Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet, Cisco Systems, and Oracle are sitting on more than $500 billion. Markets closed the week on a high note. Fears the Fed will raise interest rates next month sparked a sell-off earlier in the week. The Dow gained 65 points Friday. The Nasdaq added 57. Boeing has opened its new $1 billion factory. The massive plant in Everett, Washington spans 27 acres. That's the equivalent of 25 football fields. The facility will make carbon composite wings for its newest jetliner, the 777X. Paying the minimum on your credit cards won't get you the best home loan anymore. Starting in June, Fannie Mae will now favor borrowers who are making efforts to pay down their credit cards rather than just pay the monthly minimums. The move would benefit borrowers who are on the cusp of approval. That's your Money Watch. For more, log on to CBSMoneyWatch.com. In New York, I'm Marley Hall.
General Motors is trying to make up for window stickers that overstate gas mileage. The automaker said it plans to offer 135,000 owners of 2016 SUVs either debit cards or extended warranties. GM retroactively downgraded EPA estimated gas mileage 1 to 3 miles a gallon for the Chevrolet Traverse, the GMC Acadia, and the Buick Enclave.
This was after an updated catalytic converter forced new emissions tests on the vehicles. Debit card amounts will vary between $450 and $1,500. The extended warranty option bumps the SUV's factory warranty from 3 years or 36,000 miles to 4 years or 60,000 miles.
Well, time this morning is 5:21. As you rise and shine on your Monday, we have a lot more news coming right up for you.
Yes, we do. Sports is next.
Kentucky softball had a marathon of a weekend in the NCAA tournament. And what's next for Isaiah Briscoe and Marcus Lee, and how soon will we know? We'll discuss next in sports.
We have the 40s and 50s outside early this morning. It's not a bad feel, but it's not a great feel. So as you're stepping out the door, just know they're pretty cool conditions. 46 now in Pulaski County. Then we drive off into the rest of the day. 70 degrees already by noontime as we get closer toward lunch. Then we hit the afternoon, sitting out on the back patio. This is perfect for hamburgers, hot dogs. 77 degrees, a lot of sunshine to be had. Perfect day in store, and it gets much warmer in the days to come. This is your coolest temperature at 77 and your 7-day forecast. Let's check out sports, see what's going on.
Kentucky softball had to play 5 games in 2 days over the weekend to keep their season alive. The Wildcats needed 2 wins over Utah on Sunday to advance in the NCAA tournament. After picking up a 4-0 shutout in game number 1, it was on to game 2, the winner-take-all game 2 between UK and Utah. Utes had a 1-0 lead in the 5th. Anissa Urtez finds some open green space in left. Both runners come home to give Utah a 3-0 lead. Wildcats would get one back in the bottom half. Jenny Shaper swinging and scoring. The solo home run gives Kentucky some life. Now 4-1 Utah in the 6th. How about the freshman, Katie Reed? Just about has a 2-run shot. Instead, it's a double off the wall. That'll score 1 run, makes it 4-2. UK would add another run in the inning to pull within 1, but in the top of the 7th, Utah extends the lead. Haley Hilburn singles through the left side. The throw home is off the mark, and Utah extends the lead back to 2. Final score 5-3 Utah. The Wildcats season comes to an end after playing 5 games in 2 days.
Sure, fatigue is a big deal. One, we have never played 3 games in 1 day and then turn around and play 2 more. We've never played 5 games in 2 days. So I don't know what the effect is. I do think that our team showed a lot of guts and a lot of grit. You know, I'm sure it had an effect, but I do believe that our team played very hard, and I think we're very physically strong.
And congratulations to those ladies on a great season. Meanwhile, college basketball players who have not hired an agent have until Wednesday to pull their name from the NBA draft and return to college. That means in the next couple of days, we should know what the intentions are for Marcus Lee and Isaiah Briscoe. While Lee has canceled several workouts with NBA teams, Briscoe appears to be the wild card. Adam Zagoria of SNY TV reports that Briscoe will work out for the Minnesota Timberwolves today and also the Atlanta Hawks before Wednesday. The Hawks have 3 selections in the next month's draft. They hold the 21st pick in the first round and the 44th and 54th overall picks in the second round. That'll do it for your morning sports. Have a great Monday.